Well, I was down in the greenhouse, as you know, putting down my seeds in the propagator. I had a quick shafty through the dahlias and they are doing absolutely splendid. I don't know if you can see through there. Sorry about the branding there. And here's another one. And I just noticed how great, look at that, look at the roots on that, is amazing. Now, I was saying before that it is really hard sometimes to see the eyes. So another good way, if you can't see the eyes, is to wake them up and then you can see exactly where the eyes are and where you need to cut. So I can see here that I've got a tuber here and I can actually cut across here and I would have a new plant. And then I've got one back here that's attached to a tuber and one up here that's attached to a tuber. So I can actually split this one clump into 3 different clumps, which is brilliant. So I'm going to do that. Let's have a look at here. This one's looking awesome as well. So look, here's a good example. Let's get that one out. Try not to get my labels muddled up. So these were all shut up in the bags, they weren't rolled down, it was just me having a sneaky peek. So you can see, if I turn it, actually no, that way's quite good. You can see here, there's a tuber, if I get my fat fingers out of the way of the light, got the plant coming up here and it's attached to the tuber along here. So I'll probably get snips and go across there. And then here, got a tuber there, and then we've got the plant attached to that. So you can get the snips in and snip that one out too. So we've got 2 coming off this one already. So let's get my snips. So I found my scissors. These are actually Zenport scissors and they're super sharp and they're really good for taking cuttings, and because of the shape, they've got nice long handles, really good for getting in dahlias and getting around and doing that. But I always, after I use them, make sure they're always sanitised, so I keep a little jar of bleaching water with me to do that. So let's have a look at this tuber and see what we're going to do. So we've got quite a few on there, but this is the obvious one here. And if I just sort of take it off from the top there, can you see I'm probably going to cut. Let me show you with the scissors because my fingers are so fat. Digi saucisson. Snip across here and that should release that tuber. So if I have a go at doing that now. Actually, it's another little one underneath there. Okay. Snip there. And just wiggle those roots free. And there we go. Got a brand new plant there. I'll probably take this bit off. Looks a bit rubbish. Take that off, don't need that. And on that one, I've actually got 3, 4 little shoots coming up. That's quite a skinny tuber, so I might not take cuttings off of that one. Maybe I might take one off that one there, but I'll probably just take one off that one. You can only take a certain amount and then the tuber gets all exhausted and won't put up as good flowers. But interestingly, if you do cuttings, the flowers that you get from those cuttings would be brighter and better than if they came from, if you were to buy a tuber. So it's always better to get like a little cutting. So I'm going to pop that up now. So I've got good roots on there. So I've got my little brand new plastic bag. Put the scissors back in. Plastic bag. Put some soil in. And my potting mix. And I'll give that a little bit of water. I'm going to go roots down into my bag. A little bit more soil just to support it. And then I'm going to go and put that back on my hot mat with a bit of water in there and just let that continue to grow on. So I've got that one. Actually, it's a really good opportunity to go through the tuber now I've opened it up, because what I've discovered is there is, I don't know if you can see that, rotting going on. And if I hadn't have been cutting that rotting would have affected the rest of this tuber, which would have been not great. As I said, they are really prone to rotting. But here I can see there's a tuber, but there's a tuber coming off of that, and that's going to give nothing. There's actually a few there, tuber coming off a tuber, they all need to be cut off. And this one is also been next to that one that rotted, so that one's also rotted. So I'm just going to wallop those off because they're absolutely pointless. And I definitely don't want those rotty bits to get onto this main fair and ruin what we've got. I'm going to try a bit nearer. So I've got another one in here, attached in there off this tuber here, so I might have a go at getting that one out too. Just wanted to show you this one. This one's doing great guns. Can't believe they've only just been woken up and they're already performing really well like this. This one's doing brilliantly. So that's so big, and you can see how it's got like a set of leaves here. I could probably break that out and actually make a cutting from that straight away, and then when you break that out, what will happen is this will compensate and send up even more shoots, and you could do a couple more cuttings off of that. But I need to find my hormone rooting powder, so I might do another video on that and just break it out, dip it in some hormone rooting powder and pot it on, but I'll show you that later on. But that's my first one that's coming up that looks good enough to do a cutting from already. And I think it's only been a week and a half since I woke them up, so it's amazing. There's another good one coming there as well. So you just want to be taking your time doing this. Always replace your scissors back into your sanitizer, because like I said before, dahlias are absolutely riddled with viruses and disease, and you don't want to cross-contaminate from one dahlia to another. Hopefully that's going to come out. There we go. There's another one. So I've got another one there. Hooray! So I'll pop that one up. Hang on a minute. So I've got my little baby tuber that we lopped off there, and I'm just going to keep that like that open while that establishes in that soil. And then this one, I'm going to keep it rolled down like this, as if it was like a pot, because it's quite good, and I've got some good cuttings that are going to be coming along there really soon. So I'm going to put that back on the hot mat as well, but open this time. So back on the hot mat, and I've got my new babies that are dahlias that are going to be potted like this now, and all the extra new babies that I've managed to clip. I've got 11 new plants of those tubers, which is amazing. So I'm going to have a little poke around the bags. Oh, there's one over there. Poke around the bags and see if there's any other new life, and go through and just make sure that they've either got hydration, which is good, or if they look like they need a bit of water, just give them a top up. And I will see you again soon. Bye.